part 2. Realize the series will probably take a while, but we have part 2 now. So last we left off, North America took over all the Americas, and now them in Western Europe, and Western Europe took over Eastern Europe, and now basically, the two sides are very, Western Europe and North America are both tired of war. So even though they hate each other, they are done fighting for now. What isn't done fighting for now, though, is, the Asia and Africa. As these two both, let's see. They haven't done much fighting yet. So we have, a temporary alliance, something going to be permanent. But we have South Asia and East Asia forming an alliance against Southeast Asia. So both South Asia and East Asia are two of the most powerful regions. And spoiler alert, they will go to war throughout this video. However, in the meantime, they will form an alliance to take over Southeast Asia. Kind of getting rid of, a bunch of places. So, Indian troops push into Myanmar, and the country falls, as well as Thailand. So both those places fall to South Asia, while East Asia is able to conquer and take over. Which color is East Asia? Is this it? Yeah, East Asia takes over Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. These countries, obviously, they're powerful. Southeast Asia is not a weak region. However, they can't really do much against India, Pakistan, Japan, China, South Korea, Bangladesh, and North Korea. So they're very, they're good countries, but they're weak compared to their neighbors. It's kind of a problem with that region. Now this leaves only the Philippines and Indonesia. So first of all, Oceania takes advantage of a weakened Indonesia, or weakened Southeast Asia, and takes back Papua New Guinea. The Philippines falls to East Asia, actually. And now a combined invasion into Indonesia begins, and Malaysia. East Asia takes the island of Borneo, while Southeast Asia is able to capture Malaysia, the main part of Malaysia, the rest of the Malay Peninsula, as well as the island of Sumatra. These other islands as well, everything except Java, and then Java also falls. This is big, as this is obviously the most populous island, not only in Indonesia, but in the world. So East Asia and South Asia agree to divide Indonesia. Basically, East Asia gets everything except Java and Sumatra. Cool. Southeast Asia is eliminated. There goes one more region. Now, the map is definitely kind of disgusting, as South Asia and East Asia both have, weird borders. But now the two live in harmony, and the world kind of sees the Middle East as it's kind of in the middle of the East. So a coalition is formed against the Middle East with North Africa, South Asia, East Asia, and Western Europe. Basically, everyone wants to destroy the Middle East. To save some time, the Middle East loses. However, I'll show how in a bit. I just have to erase everything. Cool. The first thing that happens is Western Europe pushes into Istanbul. They easily are able to capture the capital. Not the capital. They capture Istanbul. Forces also push into the Caucasus. They manage to cross the mountain as well. They're much more powerful. The Middle East is very disorganized at the moment. they're kind of struggling to put their forces everywhere. They don't really know how to defend an invasion from all sides. South Asia pushes into Iran, and they take over the western part, or the eastern part, sorry. The Western Europe crosses into Anatolia, and they capture the country, Turkey, as well as Cyprus. North Africa pushes into, first off, East Asia pushes into Central Asia, except Kazakhstan, which is given to Western Europe. Most of who gets who, or what gets what, is already settled. North Africa gets Israel, Jordan. They also get Syria. Lebanon is given to Western Europe. Actually, that's not true. Lebanon is also given to North Africa. And Iraq is given to North Africa. Actually, no, it's not. But Saudi Arabia and the rest of the Arabian Peninsula is given to North Africa. Cool. South Asia is supposed to get Iran, however, they're kind of struggling, and they actually get pushed back a bit. Western Europe takes advantage of this by taking Iran and Iraq. Yeah, okay, there goes the Middle East. That was pretty quick. Western Europe, so South Asia was supposed to be able to take Iran and Iraq, however, they weren't strong enough, so when Western Europe took it over, they asked if they could have it, however, Western Europe didn't give it to them. And remember, Western Europe already fought a war in the last video, so they were already weakened. And now South Asia also was pretty weakened. But basically, South Asia's mad at Western Europe. As they basically just stole some land from them. They can't act on it yet. South Asia might be powerful, however, Western Europe is economically superior. I think that's pretty obvious. And yeah, Western Europe is economically superior. But South Asia has an idea, and they basically call for help from North America, which says no. And then they also say maybe later. As they're building up, and they realize that they're isolated, so as long as they could defend their coastline, if they are able to build up a strong enough army, they could take out the world. So they choose to sit this out. And South Asia, yeah, they're mad, but there's not really much they could do. They don't like Western Europe, but Western Europe doesn't mind them. Only other neighbor, East Asia, is also good with them, so they're safe for now. Cool. The next thing that happens is Oceania gets taken over. Once again, South Asia and East Asia come to an agreement. East Asia gets everything. In the east, however, South Asia gets Western Australia. So now, South Asia and East Asia have basically invaded to the south. South Asia gets much of the west, while East Asia gets the east. Cool. Now, there's only 8 regions left, which is very good. And the only continent which hasn't seen much fighting is Africa. So basically, Africa and they decide Central Africa is the best to invade, as they're very unstable. They have a lot of internal issues, and they're poor. So South Africa, being the wealthiest area, uses their economic advantage, pushes into Angola, and quickly takes Kenya, Uganda, and much of East Africa. Meanwhile, West Africa pushes in from, the west, and pushes east, actually, into the Central African Republic, Meanwhile, the North Africa takes over South Sudan, leaving only the Congo, which chooses to sue for peace, and they don't accept, as the sides realize they could all get a lot out of the Congo. The first thing that happens is all the sides rush into Congo. The South Africa rushes from the south and the west, North Africa from the north, and West Africa from, well, the north as well. And quickly, every side looks to capture Kinshasa. However, it's West Africa which is able to capture it successfully. And there goes Central Africa. So now Africa has only 3 sides, and North Africa is probably the most powerful. And they hope to be able to use this, and they think they're so cool, and they try to one-on-one with West Africa, which that's gonna be the last war of this video. So quickly they, due to the fact that they're the aggressors, they quickly push into the Congo and take it, as well as, well, both Congos, Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. Forces from the north push into Mauritania, Mali, Niger, and Chad, causing all these countries to surrender. The Central African, however, South Sudan is captured by West Africa, and so is Ethiopia and Somalia, as these places don't like being part of North Africa. So now, with much of Africa cut in half, or North Africa cut in half, and many forces still in the north, they take advantage of this and manage to capture the entire Congo area that the north controls. So that's bad. However, North Africa realizes they made a mistake in invading West Africa. So West Africa basically says, we'll give you peace under the condition that we get all these countries. And North Africa, realizing they can't really do much as they're losing, they're not really economically ready, and they've already fought a bunch of wars, especially against the Middle East. Is this realistic? No. Would North Africa win this war? Yeah, probably. But for the sake of making this a bit more interesting, we have this as the final peace treaty. And that's how I'm going to end this video. So we're left with only a few regions. And, yeah. See you.